Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Dadliness. So, I want to talk today um, about heroic fatherhood. Um, and I'll preface this whole conversation with something that happened to us on Saturday. So, I'm having a son, uh, so excited. I'm like, man, he's gonna play sports and it's gonna be awesome. And all these things in my head, like, oh, what sport is he gonna play? Like, is he gonna be a football player? Is he gonna be a soccer player? Is he a baseball player? Whatever. And he's a little boy, so he loves being outside and playing around. And I really wanted to find something, a sport that he could play, just an outlet for his energy. And I had all these visions in my head, like he's gonna go and he's just gonna be awesome because my kid's the best. And uh, and so we signed him up for soccer, and he had his first practice on Saturday, and we take him over there, and it's a 3 to 5 league, 35-year-old league, and he probably was the youngest kid there. But he's the same size as those kids. He's just such a big kid, and he just had a total meltdown. And it was funny because I went in there. It's an indoor league, and I went in there, and he's crying, and the coaches were being so sweet, but he just seemed like completely overwhelmed and lost. And so I went in there, and I gave him a big hug, and I was like, "Buddy, it's okay." And I stayed with him, the rest of the practice, and and at the end of it, I was like, man, like was I wrong to try and get him to do this? Like, was it, you know, uh, but it felt slightly heroic, to go in there in front of all the other parents. And and the other thing about that, and dads, moms, whoever's watching, tell me if you've ever felt this before, where you're in the grocery store, you're in a shopping mall or wherever, and you see somebody else's kid and they're just like losing it. They're like, ah, like freaking out, screaming, crying, kicking, whatever, and you're sitting there like, my kid's not like that. Like, my kid's way better than that. And and you're always, in your mind, you're kind of like, oh, well, my kid's so much better than that. And if of course, ironically, like, inevitably, your kid's gonna do something like that, like 2 seconds later. But so but it was just funny because, like, I had none of those thoughts. Like, there was no embarrassment. There was no. It was 100%. I gotta take care of my little buddy. And like, I just, dads. I think that we have this protective sense about us, and it's different than moms, because moms have that too. But I think sometimes we forget that it's our job to protect the family, to protect our family. And yeah, it's not like he was getting hurt or somebody was doing something to him, but we're still protecting him. Like, he felt lost, overwhelmed. Whatever it was he was feeling, and so I went, to be there for him. And I don't say that to be like, oh, George, you're so great. Like, that's not what I was saying this, but like, I'm just trying to get the point across. Like, dads, like, sometimes I think, as much as, like, you don't want to be that parent who, like, you don't want to be a helicopter parent, and you don't want to be the opposite, though. So you have to meet the happy medium, and don't be afraid to, don't be afraid to go out in front of all other parents and be with your kid. Like, that's what being a dad's all about. It's like the Cheerios commercial. If you haven't watched it, the Cheerios, this was, I think, last year, the Cheerios came out with an awesome commercial. about being a dad, and it's awesome being a dad. So embrace it. Embrace being a dad. Embrace like those opportunities. Like when you think your son is going to be, Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, or his full first soccer practice, and he falls short, and I'm like, just encourage your kid, and be there for them and support them, and and like we told Dominic, we're like, hey, like it's okay, like if you're not feeling this day, like it's okay, like we'll come back next week and we'll give it a try. And the funny thing is, like afterwards, we're in the van, driving to Chick-fil-A because that's his favorite, and he couldn't stop talking about it. He's like, oh, soccer, I want to be a soccer. So just word of encouragement, and don't be afraid, dads, to don't be embarrassed, don't be afraid, step up, and protect your kids, because that's what our job is. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like this, please subscribe, and please share with all your friends and family. And like I said, dads, this is for you. Moms, you're totally welcome. Take care. God bless, and have a good night.